Beautiful enough. I request all the masters to kindly follow that every day. I think you have recorded, no? You are giving a recorded version of this.
Yes.
Anantiji, are you providing
No,
the
sir. No, sir.
Please
They're
give
not
it.
recording it.
Yes, better we have to record so that they will have the benefit of uh, being in meditation with this kind of facility. Okay, it's nice. It will take you towards the calmness of the mind. The mind is very illusory. It's a very very cunning mind is there. So this cunning mind has to be shut by proper music. Also is important. Meditation is basically to be just calming down the mind. Okay. So many ways, and out of that, meditation is the wonderful way. Okay. To bind it, okay, to be stable always. So this is all about it. Thank you, Anandi Madam. And my dear masters, I extend once again a great welcome to all of you for the today's spiritual science education program. The topic is, as you know, the illusion and delusion. My dear masters, man thinks that he is very intelligent. Always. He is the superpower, and there is nobody to beat him. But he is not aware that he is not wise enough to understand the nature. He is not wise. He is only intelligent. He will only, suppose if any event comes, he is out. Only against the past he is expert. Only against the visible events he is expert. But the nature is always, it's changing. It knows that man is trickish fellow. He doesn't know what it is. So it is more wiser than the humans. The nature is so much, it is very illusory. It does not give any scope to the humans to catch hold of that, to go somewhere there about it, to deal with that. Very difficult. Very difficult. That is the reason, man is ups and downs. He is not able to be happy even 1 minute in his life. One of the gentlemen from the ancient wisdom of the Vedic lore, he said that nobody in the physical world will be able to be happy unless he is wise enough. That is the statement they have given. What is wisdom? That is what we have to understand. The wisdom is the essence of spiritual science. You see, if you understand spiritual science, then you'll be able to be wise enough. We can achieve wisdom, we can accrue, we can acquire wisdom only by one method. That's what, Anantis is giving us to every day. For 15 minutes, if you keep the mind calm and quiet, you will be the center person for acquisition of wisdom. If you are wise enough, the whole world will be at your feet. The whole world. You can manage the whole world. When you are able to manage yourself, that's enough story. You can manage the entire world. What is the management? Don't confuse. Don't again, this intelligence mind is again trickish. It will all again take you towards illusory pseudo intelligence again. It thinks that I can capture everybody. No, please. That is not the power. Wisdom is not to capture somebody. Wisdom is to free somebody, to give freedom to everybody. That is the wisdom. The more and more you are insecure, no, I have to catch all these people to see that I am free. That means it exhibits enormous weakness in him. Enormous weakness. Don't be afraid of anything in this life. Let it go. Give it. Open it. Somebody wants to deceive you, allow him. You deceive everything. Nothing is there. So this is the underlying principle of spiritual science, my dear masters. Very beautiful concepts are there in spiritual science. It will give you a wonderful, a sort of, elated mind, in fact, elated bliss, in fact. It is the state of bliss, where you can not forget forever. Okay. So that is the uh, aim and the target of our spiritual science, and that you are there for that. I am very highly appreciative and congratulate all of you here, my dear masters. Now, today's topic, I'll try to share with you with some PPTs I brought for you, and I share that with you. The wider screen for you. You are able to see through?
Yes, sir.
Yes, nice of you. PSS movement, Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, is a unique, a global movement. I recollect and reiterate that PSSM is not confined to any individual, confined to any institution, any organization, any institute. It is pertaining to the whole society as such. It's a big movement. What is the movement for? The movement stands for propagating meditation, propagating for wisdom, propagating happiness, propagating togetherness, propagating living nature in the society. I am very happy people from UAE are associating with the PHS Academy, which also stands for the same purpose of spreading meditation and spiritual science across the people, okay, across the world. And we have a logo. All of you know, and every day we are seeing this logo before commencement of this class. And the logo reminds us of the three beautiful pillars of the spiritual science. Always remember the three words in our life system. Whenever you are in a sort of confusion, remember these three words that will give you the light for all the solutions. First one is love, that is being together, you learn. Don't hate anybody, including your own family members. You think that is my son, I can shout at him. No, please. Everybody is equal in the eyes of spiritual science. Everybody is always, desirous of happiness. Give him. So no hating anybody. Extending friendship to everyone, not only humans, all species available on this earth planet. We must be friends. That is what noble quality of love denotes. And number second factor of life is light. Light means wisdom. Wisdom is nothing but, in simple terms, finding out what is right and what is not right for us to do. This is the mental capability, mental ability to decipher the right and wrong. That's enough. When once you understand that, you have the path to go. And third factor is power. Power is potentials, that you are having higher consciousness of understanding that you are sufficient for yourself and you need not depend on others. You don't eat somebody. You make use of yourself. You support yourself. You help yourself. When once you are in a position to help yourself, you can help everyone in this universe. My dear masters, we must develop to that stature that I am sufficient for me. If you are able to understand this sentence, definitely you will be on the plus side. You will be a wonderful personality on this earth planet. Only statement is I am sufficient for me. That's enough. So this is the actually power. Then we can say you are really powerful. Don't think power is somewhere, it is muscle strength or kicking somebody or dominating somebody, superseding somebody, shouting on somebody. These are all weaknesses of the mind. They are not power. They are powerless things. So, my dear masters, this is the essence of the three noble qualities of humanity: love, light, and power, nobility, ability, and capability. That is called Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam. These are the three things are there in Sanskrit. A wonderful quotation from Vedas has come. Satyam, truth; Gnanam, wisdom; Anantam, limitlessness. Kindly remember these three things that serve entire your life. Okay. And today's topic is ethical and yogic excellence, illusion and delusion. Okay. Let us see. What is illusion? Illusion is we mistake the rope to be a snake in the darkness. This is a common example given in the ancient scriptures. The common. Everyone can understand this. We mistake the rope to be a snake in the darkness. Suppose if there is sufficient light is not there, there is a rope. But this man thinks that it is a snake, so he is not able to move further. That is illusion. Because he is unable to decipher what is right there and what is wrong notion. He is unable to do that. Why? Because it is illusory things are there. Because darkness is there. That shows that ignorance is there in your mind. It is not able to understand more than that. It will only see the visibility and understand what it is. This is the part of illusory state of life. Okay. So man is going for everything, thinking that he finds happiness there, but actually he lands in sorrow. This is what is happening. Because the darkness is there in the mind, the ignorance is in the mind. That's why he is misunderstanding the sorrow to be pleasure. This is what is happening around. So this is illusion. Delusion is there. It's very simple to understand. We mistake the rope to be a snake in the darkness, as in the illusion. But though we are told that it is only a rope, not the snake, even though we are told, but this man is not going to believe that. No, 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 he says. It is only a snake, so I don't ask me to go there. The other person says, Baba, I have gone through already. Now it is dark there, but I know fully well that there is no snake there. It is only a rope. If necessary, I will also follow you. But this man does not believe that. No, 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 no. I don't follow you. You go. I know that it is exactly snake. See, that is delusion. Even if you are told enough also, we are not ready to take the truth because of the darkness. See, that darkness makes the entire things ups and down. Okay. So the illusory and delusory state of mind is not allowing us to be happy. It is not allowing us to be real people. It is not allowing us to walk the right path because of ignorance. Okay. And why this ignorance has come? Because the nature is like that. See, in the nature there is darkness. Nature is showing him snake, not the rope. So how to do it? So the nature is such is that it appears itself in a very illusory state and delusory state also. Let us see further. Illusion, it appears to be true. If unknown, it is real. If known, it is unreal. When once you understand rightly, suppose if you take torch and put it on the rope, then you will understand, oh, this is snake, not a snake like that. If unknown, he thinks, no, it is a snake only. If known, then he says, okay, okay, that is not correct. This illusion, delusion harm our life day in and day out. Every day in and day out, we are only just saddled with this sort of wrong information, wrong misguidance. This sort of misguidance is making our life uh, very hell. Our life is becoming a hell because of this. You see, this is the illusion. So what are we seeing in this slide? Some people can see the cup and some people can see two faces. See, but what is right and what is wrong? Actually, when one cup is given, then only you will understand there are no faces. Till such time, we will be in the wrong impressions. And here also in this diagram, you will see the river and all that. But actually, this is face of one person. You can see that also. Okay. So it is like that. Disruptive appearance, that is called illusion. Oasis in a desert. So this is also, you must have already heard, because there are so many the deserts and all those things. This UAE is known for deserts, and there are oases are formed in the deserts. Actually, it looks as if it contains water there. There is a pond that side, and waves of water also will be seen appearing to us from a distance of say 1 kilometer or any a little distance. You will be able to see the lot of water moving around in a desert. When once oasis is there, sometime some at some distance, say 1 furlong is there, you are able to see the pond, and thinking that it is a pond. If you move towards that, then again it will maintain the same distance of another furlong away from you, because there is no water there. In fact, there is nothing. It's only illusory effects. Our eyes can see the illusion. They cannot understand anything. It will only see whatever it sees, that it will go direct to the head. So, this is an illusory uh, thinking in our mind. Behind sensual pleasures, there are tears. So many people, thinking there is something, gold is there like that. Now they purchase lakhs and lakhs of rupees to purchase an ornament. Thereafter, unfortunately, it turns out to be a wrong purchase actually. There is no gold, but there is some sort of other metal is just given in the shape of gold. Okay? It is colored in the golden water and then given. So that's how, lot of sorrow we are purchasing. We purchased in the name of gold, but it turned out to be a non-gold item, and the man is in continuous sorrow for that. It is like that. Behind the looks, there is ugliness. People look rich, but actually their hearts are not rich. Okay, people look as if they behave so much of very sober, but actually, when we see in action, they do not exhibit that. Okay, illusion is revealing, is prevailing over all the people. So every person in this universe is covered by this sort of illusory nature. Further, we will go into this. Pots hide the clay. We say the pot is there, but actually pot is the name of that mud. Okay. Actually, it is mud. Instead of calling mud, we call it as a pot because it takes some shape. So that shape is illusory shape. Gold rings hide the gold. We say gold ring, but not the gold, So we call it as a ring, though it is made up of gold. Okay. Cloth hides the thread. So cloth we say, but actually it is association of uh, threads only. Okay. Then darkness hides the light. And what is the darkness? Darkness hides the light, actually. What is the light? Light removes the darkness. It is like that. Hey, one grandmaster, this is the a question of understanding the wisdom of a human. You must have heard a great master by name Albert Einstein. You know, he was a child in his school. When once he was in the school, he happened to address his professor in the class. That professor was taking the class on illusion. And this master, Albert Einstein, he was only 10 years old at that time. He put a question, my dear professor, whether darkness is there? What is the question? Whether darkness is there? That is the question he asked the professor. The professor said, yes, very much. There is darkness we are seeing in the night, and in the daytime there is light. This is what he answered. Then Albert Einstein stood and said, my dear professor, you are wrong. Actually, there is no darkness. It is the absence of light. There is no such thing that is dark. It is absence of light. Then the professor and all the people were taken aback, They were very, very appreciative of the mode of questioning the master and deriving the wise answers. Okay. So that's why, darkness hides the light. Illusion. There is no darkness. We are telling darkness hides the light itself. Okay. The darkness is there because light is not there. And then delusion. In spite of the reality known, the opposites always. Even though we know that it is not correct, but still we go on to doing it. We often hide truth, though we know we should not hide. So, in ancient wisdom, from the Indian soil, the Vedas are giving eternal truths. Dharmam chara, satyam vada, like that. Satya means truth. You speak the truth, don't lie. Everybody knows, but often we miss the truth. Okay, we go for lying things. So this is what delusion. We know, but we do not do that. It is like that. Though we know yoga is good, we don't do it. The Yoga Shastra is wonderful Shastra that leads the human to the happiness. Everybody knows it is very, very important for us to understand the spiritual science. Every one of us knows, but unfortunately we don't have the methodology, we don't have the facility, we don't have interest also, we don't have any attempt, we don't have desire to know also. So that is why. Everybody wants that everybody should be enlightened. But when once you are asking somebody, what do you want? Then you will say that I want so much, I want money, I want these things, I want a house, I want this. So many things we will ask, but nobody asks enlightenment. So this is the illusory state. This is a delusion, in fact. We perceive it like this, a temporary thing as a permanent thing. That's why we are going faulty. A sorrowful one as joyful one. A spiritual being as a physical being. We are not physical, but we are thinking that we are physical only. Yesterday class, it reveals that we are not the physical body, Baba. We are the spirit. That's why we are called spiritual. What is spirituality? It is something about the spirit. Do you have spirit in you? If you are not having spirit in you, you don't exist also. Your physical body will not be seen. It will be collapsed and it will be buried. We are spiritual, but still we will say that we are not. What is this spirituality? Right now, you want me to be spiritual? Oh, it takes a lot of time for me. Now I am not ready for that. So it's a question of delusionary life it is. People do not know what is the truth. They are going to adopt fault, false lifestyle in their life. That's why they are not happy. We regard the objective knowledge as the real, but we require subject, subjective knowledge. That is called self knowledge. Subjective knowledge is the wisdom. Objective knowledge is the intelligence. Knowledge is intelligence, and awareness is the wisdom. Okay. We go for happiness in physicalities. Everything, we want to be happy. Unless we purchase a car, we cannot be happy. This is all conditional happinesses. So it's not correct. Okay. Don't see anything in the physicality. Physical things cannot give you happiness. Suppose you think that if you purchase a scooter, then only you will be happy. But that scooter will get a hit, dent or some such thing. You will be sorrow. So your idea of happiness is not correct. Not that scooter is required, but not for happiness, my dear masters. Scooter is for traveling purpose. It is required for a purpose, not for happiness. Many people think that I purchased the house to be happy. It is not happiness purposes you are purchasing the house. It is not for happiness you are purchasing anything in this physical world, my dear Baba. Why? Because those things are all temporary things. Temporary things, they themselves will go away. Then where is the happiness? That also will go away. If you catch hold of the permanent thing, then you will be permanently happy. You are only going for some things, which are very temporary in nature. They themselves collapse. How can you be happy permanently? Your happiness also will collapse. So, my dear masters, kindly understand, happiness is not in physical things. Nothing on this earth give you happiness. So that is the enlightenment we must have. And there is one chapter for you, my dear masters. What is happiness and what is the secret of happiness? All these things we'll discuss. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll bring about that realities of happiness also in this course itself. And these two come under Maya in Sanskrit. This illusion and delusion. One is without confirmation. Second one is even with confirmation, you are going to dogs. So that is called delusion. So these two come under Maya. Maya means in Sanskrit illusion. Ma, ya. There are two words. Ya means not available. Ma means not available. Whichever is not available, that is available. If you think like that, it is called Maya. Okay. Maya is all over the universe. No one is exception. Every one person, unless a person is wise enough, he cannot escape the clutches of Maya, ignorance. What is the escape route? So, how to come out of this? Illusion and delusion are felt in the waking state of mind only. Kindly understand, my dear masters. When once you are opening the eyes, then only this kind of illusion will catch you. Otherwise, if you are sleeping, nobody is going to have any kind of influence on your mind. They have a very deep sleep. Enjoy the sleeping. That's it. Okay. Only in waking state, we are all bothered about this illusory effect of life. Yes. They do not affect a mind while in sleeping mode and dreams mode and Turiya state. My dear masters, you are aware of now, mind has got four states of mind. That is, one is aware, one is awareness. You are opening the eyes. Second one is closing the eyes in sleep. You are sleeping. Closing the eyes, you should sleep always. Okay. Even after closing the eyes, nobody will sleep. That is a bigger problematic life it is. So sleep is very, very important thing for every person. Okay. Compulsorily, you should allot some time for sleeping. Okay. And then dreams state. So mind will go into dreams state. In dreams also, you are not affected by any illusory things. And then Turiya state is there. Turiya state is absence of awareness, Jagrata Avastha awareness, Nidra Avastha sleeping mode, and Swapna Avastha dreams state, and Turiya Avastha Atmic state. All these four. Atmic state is absence of these three. That is wonderful, pure, no thoughts, no thought state of mind is Turiya state. That is called Atmic state. That is the reflection of the self in you. Okay, calm mind it is, right? So these four states, we are only suffering only in one state. That is called awareness. That's when you are open the eyes, this illusion is there. So that's why you have to take care during the time when you are opening the eyes. Free mind is non-illusory. Free mind, that means no thinking. It is, if you are not thinking anything, there is no question of any game from the nature. Okay? During sleep, no mind, no universe. So sleep has no illusory effect at all. We must therefore safeguard ourselves from these two only in a waking state of mind. You agree with that? Yes. How we should do that? That is, we have to find out. What we should do to arrest this sort of illusion and delusion to take over our mind and put us in doldrums. Even in a waking mode of life is important. So now in sleeping mode, how mind is not thinking. So that's why what happens? No illusory effect. The same state, same way, even when once we are opening the eyes, we should train our mind to be stable and to be in same mode, not to get affected from the events outside. Even though you open the eyes, if something is going on, your mind should not get affected over that. Because during sleeping mode, you don't see anything, that's why you are not affected. And in this awareness mode, that is in the Jagrata Avastha, that is when you are aware of things, when you open your eyes, you may be seeing so many things, but your mind should learn to keep quiet without getting affected. Even after seeing the event, it should remain calm and quiet without any thoughts of that event. So this is what the exercise what we are supposed to do. In the waking mode of life also, we should behave as if we are in a sleeping mode. Okay. If you sleep while in waking mode, then the illusory and delusory life may not be there, but some other problems will creep in. Why? Because your behavior is to be with wisdom, isn't it? So the wisdom is ultimately is there to save us. So the training of mind is very essential to just be constant even in the waking state of mind. So this is what we have to supposed to do. But how is it possible to do it? How is it possible? How can you make your mind mm, not to think of any visuals, whatever it is seeing? To give the work is okay, but how to execute the work? What is that? How can we avoid the mind thinking of the visuals, what it sees when its eyes are open? So this is the issue now before us. How to do that? How to train the mind to be free from mental disturbances and to gain mastery over itself. So this is what we are trying to cultivate in order to be free from illusory life. What we should do? We should train the mind not to be disruptive, not to get disturbed over the events that occur. And it is visualizing things. It sees with its eyes so many events, so many things it also sees, and it should not get affected. So, how is that possible? So, that kind of exercise we have to see. This is called mastery over the mind. So, but it is possible for a human. Human has got the capacity to act, not to act, and to act something else. See, that is possible in our mm, stature. See, we have that capacity. We can also keep our mind unaffected, even in the worst situations of the events encountering us. We have that capacity. In Sanskrit, it is said, kartum, akartum, anyadha kartum, manaha samarthaha bhavati. See, mind is capable of keeping it quiet, even though it is warranted to fight, warranted to keep silent, it warranted to do something else or react, not to react, and all those things, and just to respond also is possible. So all these things, the mind is able to control its nature. Okay, so that is called mastery over the mind. So we have to achieve mastery over the mind, in fact. So this is what is required now. They are supposed to do that. Ultimate solution to remove this illusion and delusion is control of mind, is mastery over the mind. So we need to discipline our mind just to be stable, steady, without any wavering mind, fickle mindedness, not to get disturbed against any event externally, unless you decide to retard. Unless you decide, your mind keeps quiet. So the control of mind we have to achieve. The mind should be sufficiently trained to keep quiet, not to get affected against the events that it encounters. It must have the control on its own nature. So the controlling of mind is the essential requirement for a human to be free from illusory state of nature. Meditation achieves mastery over the mind. In the presence of spiritual knowledge, the delusion disappears. My dear masters, when once we are taking up the ancient technology of meditation, which has been given as a solution for this illusion and delusion in the materialistic world, we have to learn that immediately, because this has been invented, investigated, and found out, discovered, and given to us as a gift, as a method of keeping ourselves safe, against this illusory world. This is the very biggest benefit that what the meditation gives us. The meditation is the only one technology that can control, that can keep the mind under control always. Meditation can keep the mind duly trained, okay, not to get affected due to external events. Even though the eyes are open, the person will be very, very in control of his mind. So he will not retard, he will not react, and he will only respond for the situation. Just like a Buddha, when once Angulimala, a robber, a murderer, appears before him and says that I want to kill you. And he did not get disturbed, and he only said, dear friend, like that. His mind is not disturbed. Earlier to that, his followers told him, say, don't go there. If you go there, a lot of cruel people are there. They will be punishing, they will be harassing you. They will be throwing stones against you. They will hit you like that. But Buddha said, whatever they do, my mind is always calm and quiet. I will not retort. I can sustain. I have that much of control of mind is there. What to do? He said, Ativakyam titishye, dussilohi bahujanaha, he said. Say, what is that? The people are there. Many people are not okay. They do like that only. What can we do for that? We have to only learn to control our mind. This is what is required in this state of illusion and delusion in our life. Okay. So meditation achieves mastery over the mind. So, my dear masters, so many benefits, and in that, the very important benefit is that The meditation makes our mind control itself and keep stable, stable mindedness without any duality, without any sort of uh, this sort of weakness in the mind. It will not allow it. So all against illusory things and delusory things in the life, it will protect us. It will not listen, or it will not be misled, or it will not be um, just chased by the illusory things of the physical world. Okay, so meditation achieves mastery over the mind in the presence of spiritual knowledge. Once you are doing meditation, you will acquire the spiritual wisdom. What is the spiritual wisdom, my dear masters? Spiritual wisdom is nothing but Satyam Gnanam Anantam. Again, you have to remember things. These are very, very importantly. The spiritual science has been decoded, and we are giving you in nutshell the secrets of spiritual science. Okay, you need not work further. What is the spiritual sense all about? What is the spiritual knowledge? Is spiritual wisdom. What is the wisdom? In fact, that is truthfulness and wisdom and limitlessness. That's all. Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam. Kindly remember these three things. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So, in the presence of spiritual knowledge, uh, the mind will not allow illusion and delusion to take over. Okay. So, it will be maintaining its stability very well. It will achieve mastery over itself. So, then whatever may happen, that will not affect the mind, and we remain stable. We will be able to understand what is right as right only. That is called wisdom. We are able to see that is not the rope, that is not the snake. We understand that. If it is in the dark and it looks like snake, then this man will immediately go for some sort of light somewhere. He will lit it, find out, and walk there. It will not stop just like that. He will find out the ways and means how to remove the illusory effect of the events that come in the way. Okay, that is called wisdom. It is not getting afraid of that and immediately just be with the victim of that illusory event. No, he'll immediately take recourse. How to verify that? He will start verifying the facts. That is wisdom. That is the reason, the mind will become stable. It will acquire sufficient wisdom to determine what is right and what is wrong. Then the delusion and illusion effect will go away. My dear masters, we will see whether, okay. Yes, this video is working. The other video also we will make it work. So don't worry about it. Now see this video. In this video, this warrior, the very efficient person in the state of a teacher in archery, he has a lot of wisdom and a lot of intelligence, what I mean. Okay, he is very sharp and he is always thinking that he is the super being, and he has a um, very great amount of excellence in him, and all his intelligence, ultimately takes away his life because of his illusory and delusory lifestyle. Okay, So let us see how this is going to check up this sort of situations. Okay.
Hi, this is Dare to Do Motivation, and this is the story of Wu-Tang. The mountains were splendid, but Wu-Tang didn't care a whit for scenery. He and his son spent a lot of time hunting in these mountains. Wu-Tang was a dead shot with his bow and arrow. He never missed. He was such a good shot that he barely had to aim. He just picked a target, pulled his bow, and shot it down. No animal was quick enough or agile enough to escape his arrows. Look, over there, a little fawn. A little fawn must be one of the most adorable animals in nature. But Wu-Tang wasn't in the mountains to admire nature. As soon as he spotted it, he whipped an arrow out of his quiver and zoom! The fawn fell over dead. Then Wu noticed its mother a few feet away in the grass. He could not get a good shot at her from his angle, so he waited. She was terribly sad about her little baby. She let out a cry as she started licking her baby's wounds. Just as she was concentrating on that, Wu pulled off a quick shot, and the mother deer died on spot. But that wasn't enough for Wu. He thought there might be more deer in the area, because he heard something rustling around in the grass. There was at least one more in there, maybe two. 3 deer is better than 2, he thought as he prepared. Then he located the source of the sound and shot at a shadow in the grass. He was proud to hear the sound of another dead body falling to the ground. But his pride turned to anguish when he heard a groan. Deer don't groan like that. That was a human voice. Wu rushed over and saw that his third shot had killed not a deer, but his own son, who had come out hunting with him. Wu was stupefied. He seemed to hear a voice telling him, "Wu-Tang, now do you know what it's like to see your baby shot to death with an arrow? Animals love their young as much as you do. How much anguish have you caused animals' parents?" Wu stood there, numb, too heartbroken to pay attention to a sound that came from the side. Then in a flash, he realized that the other animal he had heard in the grass was not a deer, but a tiger. But he was too late. You see, in life, in your life is a gift. Each living organism on this planet treats life as a gift. So if you sit around sad in your room, being depressed, it is not a good way to honor this gift called life. If you are unhappy with the way your life is going, remember that it could end at any moment. So enjoy your life and treat it as the gift that it is. Don't disrespect your life by feeling depressed or sad. Grab your life at its helm and choose the direction it should go. This is Dare to Do Motivation Stories. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.
Yes, masters. In this story, actually, it is a multiple lessons are involved in this. This story also speaks on the compassion on animals. Don't kill animals. That is the lesson. And at the same time, that all his perfectness in killing the elements or in his archery excellence he uses only to kill other animals. But his perfectness dooms it himself. Okay. He killed his own son, not knowing what that sound meant him actually. He heard the sound, he took it as the sound of a deer. He shot, and his son was dead. See, that is, perfectness is not going to solve this unless you are wise enough. Your excellence, intelligence is not going to help you unless you are wise enough. So you should be wise enough to understand what it is before taking up any sort of assignment. And at last, he could not also identify, though he is so excellent in locating the sounds and the animals or persons who are coming that side, though he is excellent in understanding that sort of situations, he failed in understanding that there was a tiger coming towards him in the bush. By the time he came to know, it was over. So it has taken his life. See? So this is the illusory life. He is pouncing on our life every moment. We are the victims of the illusion. Every moment, we should be very careful. We should be very wise enough. We cannot afford to be lazy. And don't think that your intelligence or the physicalities will help you. They are only for the temporary purposes. It is the wisdom that takes you all along, not only in this physical life as well as the extra and eternal life also. Wherever you go, you will be benefited if you are behaving with wisdom. So wisdom is the best portion of the human life, and which is acquirable, and which is earned, okay, by means of calming down the mind. The mind is the center of awareness. When it is aligned to the soul, it will be enlightened, empowered with enormous wisdom. That only saves us all along our life. So this is the story. And there's one more story is there. We will see that. Empty pickle and a jar, it is, give me 1 minute. Let me try whether I can extract this. Okay. Yes, masters. Now, in this short video, we have seen the glass is first filled up with golf balls, which are very important. Okay. It is like that. Our life is also very important. We should aim for the best to enjoy the life. We cannot go for all physical small things and leave the big things. First, we should see our parents, our family members, and all those things. And we neglect our family members and we go for money, money, money. And we go for all physical things, small things we go. And we do not care our people. And you will lose all the happiness, in fact. So we had to care our wisdom first. What is more important? And what is next? What is first and what is next? The priorities we should understand. So these priorities means what is right, what is wrong. So that is the faculty of wisdom. So my dear masters, we should recognize the importance of wisdom. Not only intelligence, not only perfectness, not only excellent. My dear masters, kindness, kind heart is greater than your excellent work. Excellence is inferior to kindness. That is what spiritual science says. It is not that you should not be excellent, you should not be perfect, but at the same time, you should be kind-hearted people. We should do our basic responsibilities. Our wisdom we cannot lose. Our happiness we cannot sacrifice. Okay. So at the cost of happiness, we cannot, in the wrong and pseudo happiness, say we are losing our lifetime only in procuring the physicalities and leaving the subtle aspects of happiness, kindness, you see, love to our own people, fellow beings. We are unable to provide love to others, our own family people. We have to be mindful of all those things in the basic structure. First, we should do that. So that's why the wisdom takes priority. So kindly cultivate all these things in one shot only by means of meditation. Understand the spiritual science. You will lay the concrete path for that. Again and again, you need not do. So let us invite meditation into our daily life and venture to study, love to study the spiritual science in total, and then lead our life, happily, with more quality of life, you understand, with more wisdom in the life, and with more unity among us, with all together. Okay. So, my dear masters, this is the lesson of today. Thank you very much for hearing us all the while. Now it is over to Koteswara.
Sir, thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you once again for your time and efforts for taking all these classes. So I request if anyone wants to speak or share their thoughts, they can unmute and they can speak.
డ్రీమ్ స్టేట్ తురియా స్టేట్ గురించి ఒకటి, ఈ జార్ లో మనకి ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ అంతా జార్లు గోల్ఫ్ బాల్స్ ఇవన్నీ అలా ఒకే దాంట్లో అన్ని మనం చూస్తానికి ఫుల్ గా ఉంటది, కానీ అన్ని ఎట్లా పడతాయి అనేది కూడా పిక్చర్ చూపించి చెప్పారు. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. అంటే మీరు చెప్పేదాన్ని అవుతుంది, క్లియరెన్స్ రావట్లేదు. చాలా బాగుంది సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్. చాలా స్లోగా వివరంగా అందంగా చక్కగా చిన్నపిల్లలు అన్నట్టు చాలా బాగుంది సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Nice, madam. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, Venkat, tell me.
Yeah, this is overall session is very good. Particularly, I enjoyed the last video, the pickle jar. It was highly inspirational. Really, I enjoyed a lot. Actually, I'm planning to forward to my friends also. There, it was really good. It's excellently presented, which is really enjoyed.
Nice. Welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Venkat. Now I request Madhavi Madam to speak. Please unmute yourself, Madam.
Sir, thank you so much. Is it audible, sir?
Yeah, it is audible, Madam.
Okay. Thank
Audible.
you so much. I've started my meditation journey. Can I share a few words? Can I share?
Yes. Carry on.
Okay. My meditation journey started somewhere in 2008, but not in Anapanasati. It was heartfulness meditation. Whenever I get disturbed, depressed, when my environment didn't move well, I would say that, oh, I left meditation. I have to do it. And then I'll go into meditation. I'll be regular for some time. And once everything settles down, I will leave the meditation. This was the flow from 2008. And after this Corona and lockdown, I started Anapanasati meditation in September 2020. I'm doing it damn regularly, very much regular. I don't know how I'm able to do this that regularly. I didn't do that properly. I don't understand why I didn't do it. Meditation is meditation, but I didn't do that properly. But I'm happy doing Anapanasati meditation, and the methodology that Badri sir is saying, Swadhyaya, meditation, Swadhyaya, and Sajjan Sangatya. All these three, I'm doing it wholeheartedly. I'm feeling so much of joy in doing it, and I would love to listen to your classes. It is giving so much of wisdom. Why the entire reason behind Badri sir asking us to do that. Three essential factors of PSSM. Why should we do that? The essential reasons for all the three things is what you are saying in 20 classes. I'm so grateful to have come to this platform. Thank you so much. I can understand Telugu, but I cannot speak in Telugu. I would love to speak in Telugu, but I can understand really well. I'm very thankful to you, sir. No more words to say.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. So any more master is there?
Sahitya, Madam, you want to speak anything?
Sir, I just want to say thank you, sir. Every day I just feel the same because there is so much to get to know every day. There are some things that we know actually, but has to be reminded every day so that we will be more kindness to everyone, even in the family as well. So I think these classes has to be, sir has presented beautifully, but it's our responsibility to practice it more. I think that's my responsibility to practice every day and recollect everything that sir has said. Those are my thoughts, sir. Thank you so much.
Nice. Welcome.
Hello, sir. Shalini here.
Oh,
Thank you so much for today's presentation and teaching. You're taking so much time. I feel along with liking the subject, I'm starting to like you also, sir. So it's very, I'm like enjoying this class. So I'm learning a lot, and I have deep, high respect for your time that you're giving us. Thank you very much.
Nice of you. Welcome. Welcome, madam. Okay. Next.
Sir,
Yes.
everyone is covered
Oh,
today's
Yes.
session.
Fine, fine.
So they have started following your point of like speaking. Uh,
Speaking.
yeah. It is very much followed. Thank you, one and all,
Yes.
for following that role. It's good to see that every participant is speaking. So,
Yes, yes. That's very
so
important. We have to speak. If not, nobody will speak. Okay. We have to. That is one of the great advantage of the humanity to express whatever we feel. Okay.
okay.
With that, we come to the end of the second week session. So
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So second week
Is
is over. So again on third week on Thursday, we will again meet.
Yes.
So till then, you can just go through the videos which are shared in the WhatsApp group, and the PPT presentations are also shared to you. So you can start preparing the notes also, because as I said that shortly we will have the online exam. It's a very easy exam. Multiple choice question paper will be there online, and you have to just fill it up. And believe me, most of the people out of 100, they got almost 80 plus. They have got the marks. So no need to worry about that one, but you will get a certificate from PSSA Academy Global. And so yeah, you can just remember that you have attended these sessions from PSSA online. So we have fully utilized this time, online time, and really we should be happy that we have gained the knowledge online during this time when everywhere it is a negative news coming there, pouring in from all media. But we are using our time. It's worth like connecting with masters like Brahmarshi Dr. B. Sivaramappa Garu, and we also should thank Koteshwar Rao and Nanaji Garu for organizing such a wonderful session for UAE people. And so we are all grateful to Dr. Sivaramappa Garu also for taking time and preparing these slides and sharing wisdom, and like he's putting entire like knowledge into one capsule kind of a thing through his presentation. And if you can just go through the presentations which are shared to you in the WhatsApp group, that will sum up the entire class what he has told. And if you have any doubts, like this way we have crossed like 6 sessions are over, right? 6 sessions are over as of now. So another 2-3 weeks of sessions are left over. There are 15 classes in total. So if you have any doubts from the past 6 classes, you can ask in the session. If you have more doubts, we will have an exclusive doubt clearing session, maybe on Wednesday or something like that. So it depends on like your what participation. This kind of thing. So that's from my side, and I will just hand it over to Koteshwar Rao.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, madam, please, sir.
Before COVID, how did you all hold the class? Was it in person or was it online?
It was in the Pyramid Valley we used to conduct.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and we had been to places also. See, we have conducted physically in Vietnam, physically in Cairo, physically in any other places also. We went around India. We have gone. On invitations, we used to conduct these classes. And every month, due classes were there in the Pyramid Valley. Every month.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how the classes were conducted earlier.
okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now Thank you all. So now we will close the session with this, right, sir? Thank you.
Okay. So nice of you. So thank you, masters. We'll disperse with this, and we'll come back tomorrow not tomorrow, the next session.
Next
In the
week,
next week.
Thursday.
Next week.
Next week, yes.
Next
Next
Thursday
week
we'll
again,
be there
Thursday,
with you.
Friday, Saturday.
So until then, wish you all the best. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Happy weekend to all of you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Happy weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, Srikanth.
Today,
Today, I think మా గుడాకేశ టీం ఇంకా ఎవరు ఎక్కువ జరగలేదు ఈరోజు.
దాంట్లో జాయిన్ అవుతారు, L2 లో జాయిన్ అవుతారు.
ఓకే ఓకే, యా ప్రబోధ్ గారు వస్తున్నారు కదా. ఓకే, ఎస్.
అవును సార్. ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ, బై సార్.
ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ, బాయ్.
కోటేశ్వర వీకెండ్ ఇవాళ?
వీకెండ్ అంటే వీకెండ్ కాదు,
అంటే ఇవాళ ఏంటి సాటర్డే కదా, ఫ్రైడే హాలిడే ఏమో కదా, ఫ్రైడే సాటర్డే
అయిపోయింది, వీక్ అయిపోయింది. రేపటి నుంచి
మళ్ళీ సెషన్
వర్క్.
ఓకే.
రేపటి నుంచి వర్క్,
రేపటి నుంచి వర్కింగ్ డే కదా, మండే లాగా మాకు. ఓకే. గుడ్. పోనీ బాగుంది, అరేంజ్మెంట్స్ అయిపోయి 2 weeks సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా అయిపోయాయి.